Welcome to Young Lives Lost, Gone But Not Forgotten, a series focused on young lives cut tragically short. In America, a child is shot every hour and hundreds die. These are their stories. This is the story of 13-year-old DaMya Hudall. No matter where inspiration struck, she was ready. On this particular day, DaMya Hudall was with her best friend in the water bottle aisle of a Walmart. Both of them were wearing tie-dye Crocs. DaMya set her phone on a shelf, checked for adults, then began recording her newest TikTok, dancing to Carly Rae's No More Parties. There was DaMya, always moving, always bouncing around the house, through the school hallways, inside the grocery store. The 13-year-old was a TikTok queen, a master of viral routines, and a creator of her own. She had a boisterous, goofy presence. In one video, she and a friend make faces at the camera, then DaMya squeals, a mirror behind them comes crashing down, and the other two erupt in laughter. DaMya's mother, Tara Williams, likes to say her daughter was full of awesome sauce. Their family was big, 8 kids in all, but Tara spent the most time with DaMya, who liked tagging along on errands, always riding shotgun in her mom's SUV as they drove around Topeka, Kansas. Usually, the first one out of school, DaMya would rush to Williams' car, hop in the front seat, and lock the door so her siblings couldn't get in. DaMya was like my backbone, Williams said. She was my shadow. She was always the one right next to me. Now when Williams is alone in the car, she breaks down at the sight of the empty passenger seat. On June 12th, DaMya was unintentionally and fatally shot with a Ruger 57 semi-automatic pistol left on top of the refrigerator in her family's home. The gun belonged to the boyfriend of one of DaMya's sisters, court records say, and he had set it beside the children's fruit snacks and cereal boxes.
First tonight, the Topeka community came together to honor a teen who was shot and killed. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kelly Saberi. Police are ruling this shooting as accidental. KSNT's Dan Garrett is live at Betty Phillips Park now after talking to her friends and family there. Dan.
Kelly, that's right. Around 100 people filled in the park here behind me to remember 13-year-old DaMya Hudall. Now, she was shot a week ago today, and her friends and family wanted to honor the 13 years she lived. Exactly a week after 13-year-old DaMya Hudall was shot, her family and friends coming together to celebrate the life she lived, releasing balloons in her favorite colors.
She's a kid, but everybody has their own personal relationship with DaMya that's here today.
She died at a young age, yet DaMya had a huge impact on those around her. Her friends say she was very outgoing, and even in her death, she was a hero, donating 5 of her organs to help others.
It makes me feel like my baby's a hero, like she's living on in somebody else, and that makes me feel great.
Friends say it's no surprise for how many people came to show support tonight, and her mother says she was always willing to help others.
If I could change anything, I'd rather have her here instead of having this event, but I don't know. I just wish she was here.
DaMya's mom says right now her funeral is planned for Friday. Live in Topeka, covering local news that matters, Dan Garrett, KSNT News.
Thank you, Dan. The owner of the gun is now facing 3 criminal charges, including first-degree murder.
Early that summer, Saturday, a toddler, one of 3 small children in the home, climbed on top of a kitchen chair, found a loaded weapon, and fired it, prosecutors say. The bullet hit DaMya behind her right ear as she played video games on the living room recliner. The shooting was ruled an accident, and the boyfriend now faces 3 felony charges, including first-degree murder. Williams' family moved out of the house where it happened, a place they'd love. Their new home gets so quiet, and, like the front seat of her SUV, she said, it can feel empty. DaMya was the glue to the family, said Williams, and a mom before her time. She doted on little kids, whether her own brothers, the children she babysat, or whoever happened to be outside on a hot day, when she would sometimes empty the family freezer of its ice pops and dole them out to any young ones she saw. But it's the child she never got to meet that Williams thinks about the most. Baby Malaya, born 135 days after the shooting, was going to be DaMya's first little sister. She had been rooting for a girl, and she cheered at the gender reveal party. Malaya will now learn about her sister through videos and family stories. As long as I have a breath in my body, I'll make sure everybody knows about DaMya, Williams said. Before she was taken off life support, DaMya became an organ donor. Her heart went to a 17-year-old girl in the Midwest. Williams finds comfort in the idea that part of DaMya lives on and sustains the life of another young girl.
While DaMya may be gone, her mother, Tara Williams, says it feels like she is within her now.
I feel like I have her here telling me, you gotta be strong for the baby, you gotta be strong for my siblings.
She was full of life, her family says, and her best friend said that her humor will be missed.
She just tells a lot of jokes, like does flips, jump around, run around, scream.
I don't think not one person didn't adore her.
Williams spent her last moments with her daughter and all of her kids watching TV in bed, a peaceful memory before her life changed so quickly. And the next morning, while she was asleep,
I heard him screaming down the hallway, waking me up in a frantic, and I woke up, I ran, and I seen my baby just laying there lifeless.
So far, investigators are ruling the shooting accidental. Dejuan Yelverton has been arrested. He's the owner of the gun and had been staying with the family at the time of the shooting. DaMya's younger brother somehow gained possession of the gun, leading to this tragic outcome. Yelverton is now facing charges that include first-degree murder. Tara made the difficult decision to donate DaMya's organs, providing strangers with a chance to live again and carry a piece of her everywhere they go.
It was just something so sudden. I never, thought that I would, have any of us be a donor until this time. And when the hospital had told me about it and I actually went through with it, it felt amazing to have my daughter help save other lives.
5 of her organs went to 5 different people.
DaMya's spirit is alive at home too. As Williams spoke about her, Malaya cried in her mother's lap. She heard her youngest daughter, as DaMya had longed to do. "It's okay," Williams cooed to her. "It's okay."
Not that I chose her, it's the fact that she has stuck around. She is the bestie I ever wanted. Not once he ever made me feel left out.
Rest in peace, DaMya Hudall. Gone but not forgotten.